Welcome to our 2021 Winter Corrections Academy graduation. It's great to be here today and to celebrate with all of you. We want to welcome our guests who are joining us virtually today from local departments to family and friends, and thank you for being able to be with us. A special shout out to Craig Peterson and Tim Fink from our IT department for putting the virtual aspect of this graduation together. So thank you very much, gentlemen. We appreciate that. You know, we're here to celebrate today really a completion after 5-day weeks and a full month of that, 160 hours of training. Some of you have had a lot of travel, a couple hours one way, right? Some of you have stayed here because the travel has been longer than that. And so I'm sure that you're anxious to get home, you're anxious to get back to your jobs and to get going again. But thank you for being a part of our academy. We certainly appreciate that, and thank you to the departments for collaborating with our director and making sure that you are using West Shore Community College and that we can serve the community in that way. So thank you very much for that. I would like to thank just a few people who make this academy possible. And so we'd like to say thank you to the West Shore Community College Board of Trustees, to President Ward, to our Vice President, Dr. Mark Kinney, and to our director, John O'Hagan. Additionally, I'd like to thank our adjunct faculty. Mr. Gary Lang is here with us today, and so I'm thrilled that he has chosen to take part again. Thank you for that time. It does take their dedicated willingness to share both their expertise and their experiences with you to make sure that we can offer this academy. We also would like to thank the Michigan Sheriff's Coordinating and Training Council, our governing agency, because they really are the ones that approve the academy to be offered each time that we do so. And then thank you also to all of you for having chosen a career in corrections. You know, in the last year, we faced challenges that most of us couldn't have imagined a year ago. And yet you're willingly entering a field where you're going to face those challenges daily. And oftentimes when something like this comes about, for those of us that have already been working, that's one thing, but for you, you're choosing to continue. And so thank you for entering a field where you're going to encounter great challenges. And I encourage you to treat those around you with dignity and with respect, and you will receive great reward as a result. At this time, we are going to have our National Anthem to get started. And I will tell you that we are privileged today that our professor of music, Mr. Ted Malt, recorded the National Anthem for us. He is a saxophone player extraordinaire, I guess I could say. So you're in for a treat. But if you will all rise and we have our flag right here, that would be great. time, our Vice President of Academics and Student Services, who is unable to be here tonight with us, still wanted to share some remarks with you and congratulate all of you on your completion today, on your graduation. And so at this time, we do have a video message recording from Dr. Mark Kinney.
Greetings, West Shore Community College Corrections Academy. My name is Mark Kinney, and I'm the Vice President for Academics and Student Services at the college. I wanted to send you a quick message to congratulate you on finishing the academy. This is a huge accomplishment. I'm sorry that I can't be there in person to shake your hand or even live during your virtual ceremony, but recognize that COVID has introduced a lot of challenges in our life, health and well-being, chief among them for many families. But learning and working remotely, dealing with disrupted family schedules, and navigating new safety protocols are all things that you've encountered during your path through the academy. So I first want to commend you for overcoming many of these challenges and successfully completing the Corrections Academy. Like I said, this is a major accomplishment, and I hope it rewards your efforts time and time again. Keep in mind, however, that the days are gone in which you can go to college and learn everything that you need to know for the rest of your career. We live in a world filled with constant and rapid change, and so you also must therefore learn constantly and rapidly. I hope a lot of this future learning will occur here with us at West Shore, and that you'll come back to take a class or pick up a new skill or even complete a new degree. But I also want you all to recognize that you must do that on your own each and every day. Never be complacent with what you currently know or what your current abilities are. Even if you feel you're at the absolute top of your profession, there's always room to grow. So research new technologies or consider ways to improve your employer's processes. We all personally have many ways in which we can get better at what we do. So I encourage you to approach each day with enthusiasm and an open mind. And above all, do not forget that we are all human. So no matter our skin color, our socioeconomic background, our gender, our sexual orientation, or whether we are an inmate or a corrections officer, we are all human and should be treated as such. We are all sharing this life together, and so always strive to be a benefit to those whom you encounter. And so with that, I apologize again for not being there to shake your hand and wish you well on your future journey. But know that we are proud of you. That includes being proud of the work that you've done to get this far, but also proud of the work that you are going to do moving forward. And we're proud to call you part of our West Shore family. So we look forward to seeing you again in the future and working with you soon. Good luck and congratulations.
Wonderful. Well, thank you to Dr. Kinney for those words. We appreciate that. And at this time, our director, Mr. John O'Hagan, is going to continue the ceremony. Thank you so much. And again, congratulations to each and every one of you.
Good afternoon. I'm John O'Hagan, the Academy Director. With all the instruction and various activities within the Academy that has transpired over the last 4 weeks, we would like to take a moment and recap some of those shared memories. Let's take a look back. At this time, it is my privilege to introduce our guest speaker today, Sheriff Brian Gatusky. Brian is a graduate of West Shore Community College. He has been a certified law enforcement officer since 2005. He began his career with the Little River Band of Ottawa Indian Tribal Police in Manistee, before joining the Manistee County Sheriff's Office as a road patrol deputy. Over the past 14 years, he has had an opportunity to specialize in many facets of law enforcement. He spent 5 years with the Northern Michigan Mutual Aid Emergency Response Team, 2 years as an undercover detective for the Scent Narcotics Team. He is an active participant on the Manistee County Dive Team, and he is a recent graduate of Northwestern School of Police Staff and Command. Sheriff Gatusky has been a member of the Filer Township Fire Department for 15 years, and he does a variety of presentations for the community, including topics like sex trafficking, employee preparation for bank robberies, and his specialty, CRAVES, the civilian response to active shooter events. He also instructed for us here at West Shore Community College during a past police academy. Brian has moved up the ranks quickly in his career, holding the rank of Road Patrol Sergeant, Road Patrol Lieutenant, in which he also acted as the Emergency Management Coordinator. He promoted to Undersheriff in 2020 and was elected as the Manistee County Sheriff in November of last year. Our guest speaker for today, Manistee County Sheriff Brian Gatusky.
Thank you, John, for that. First and foremost, I'd like to extend a sincere congratulations to the graduates of the Corrections Academy. You've all chosen to embark on a career. It's one of the most challenging professions in the country, in my opinion. You men and women graduating today are responsible for the great work done in our agencies on a daily basis. And I can't tell you how proud I am that you've all chosen this profession. You're going to be challenged daily to maintain the safety and security of the community members within your facility. You'll be challenged daily to maintain your own personal safety and the safety of the men and women who work with you on a daily basis. And you're going to be challenged daily to maintain a positive attitude, provide professional appearance and demeanor, and do your work in one of the most challenging environments imaginable. Recently here at the Manistee County Sheriff's Office, we were finally able to have a staff meeting with our corrections staff. As it was already mentioned, COVID's really thrown a lot of curveballs at us and made things that we normally kind of took for granted as being easy, like having a meeting with our staff. We kind of took that for granted. So during that initial meeting, there were several things that I told our corrections staff that I think are very important to your career and for all of you as well moving forward. So I was going to share a few of those things with you today. First, take pride in yourself and your work. I believe there's nothing that sets us up for success like taking pride in what you do. Report for duty every single day and make the commitment that you're going to do this job to the best of your ability, and then do just that. There's a quote from Thomas Jefferson that I have displayed in my office right here. I can do that on Zoom, I guess. And that quote is, "I find the harder I work, the more luck I seem to have." If every day you come to work and do this job to the best of your ability, no matter what your career goals are, you're going to find yourself achieving them. It was already mentioned by one of the speakers earlier, but treat everyone that you run into with respect. You'll find, if you haven't already, that as a corrections officer, you're going to experience things that not many outside this profession will ever experience in their lifetime. There are instances where you'll be called names or have to endure verbal abuse, and that can be difficult at times. What my challenge is to you is that in those times when you find yourself getting frustrated or angry, continue to display that professionalism and respect, even when it isn't given in return. As a young deputy, I found myself kind of negatively reacting to some of those instances on the road when people would get angry with me. And I had a sergeant pull me aside and say, "Hey, Brian, you know what? I've seen the way you handle some of these situations and you do great work otherwise, but I think you really need to invent the way that you handle those situations and kind of reinvent yourself." And after doing that, I found some real great benefits. One was that I wasn't in the sheriff's office nearly as often, which is always a great thing. But I also found that I got a lot more compliance and that those situations, rather than continuing to escalate, often were de-escalated by my attitude. This was really brought full circle for me to this year when I was buying a new pickup truck of all things. I was sitting down with a salesman talking about this truck, and he asked me during the credit check, what I did for a living, where I worked, things like that. And I explained to him my position, and after I told him where I worked and what I did, he stared at me for just a couple seconds longer than you would expect. So after we got towards the end, he looked at me and asked if I remembered him. Now, as anyone in law enforcement, when somebody asks, hey, do you remember me? You really never know what's coming next. So I was a little worried. Then he reached in his pocket after I told him I didn't, and he pulled out a sobriety coin from Alcoholics Anonymous. And then he explained that he was in a traffic crash in Manistee County near Redbridge many years ago, and he was arrested for OWI. And I was the deputy with my partner who arrested him. And the point of my story is, that was a pivotal moment in his life, and it was a profound experience for him. And the one thing that he remembered distinctly was the respect that we treated him with, my partner and I, and the respect he was treated with when he arrived at the Manistee County Jail. Be those people in your office who treat everyone with respect, and you're going to go places. Work on solutions. Don't just complain. As human beings, we always get frustrated and want to vent about things that are going on in our offices. And I think it's important to do that. But with that being said, as an administrator, I've really come to value my staff that not only give us that feedback and provide those criticisms and critiques of what is going on, but they come to us with productive solutions. Be those people at your office who not only complain about things that you're frustrated with, but if it's to that point where you're frustrated, bring productive solutions to your administrators and supervisors to see if we can't help make it easier for you. Most importantly, take care of yourself. As I previously stated, corrections is a profession that can be extremely taxing. It's important to make sure that you're taking care of yourself both mentally and physically. Things are going to happen in this profession that you're going to take home with you, and things that you aren't just going to be able to check at the door at the end of your shift. If those things get to be too much, make sure you reach out to somebody. Whether it's a trusted coworker or professional, there's no shame in self-care, and it's really important to having a long and successful career in this field. And last but not least, always remember that every moment that you're on duty and off duty, you're representing not only yourself and your agency, but this profession as a whole. Be humble, be honest, and never compromise your integrity. You're going to make mistakes. It's part of the human experience. If you find yourself in that situation, take responsibility for what happened, make the changes necessary to ensure that it doesn't happen again, and you're going to enjoy a long and successful career. And I would be remiss if I didn't address one other thing while we're here today. Many of you have family in attendance tonight, and I want to take a moment to thank your families as well. Career in law enforcement is rewarding, but along with the profession comes profound sacrifice as well. Anyone in law enforcement understands that this is not a 9-to-5 job. The jail does not stop running on weekends or holidays, birthdays, or special events. Sacrifices are not made just by the men and women in uniform, but by their families as well. This should be routinely recognized and admired. Thank you for supporting your family member as they join this elite group of professionals. Thank you for the sacrifices you've made and will continue to make throughout their careers. The work that you guys will do is done behind closed doors and out of public view for the most part. But the work you do is important and something that should be recognized often. Thank you for choosing to serve your communities. Congratulations on your graduation, and I wish you all safe, long, and successful careers. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheriff. Each Academy session, we give out 2 distinct awards to acknowledge individual achievement: the Leadership Award and the Academic Achievement Award. The Leadership Award is voted on by their peers, while the Academic Award goes to the individual with the highest test score average. We will begin with the Leadership Award. This award acknowledges exemplary leadership within their class that is impactful, consistent, and motivational to the group. There were 5 nominees, and I'd like to recognize them because they were given consideration for this prestigious award. The nominees were Brett Lambold from Elkona County, Adrian Dean, Manistee County, Charles Austin, Mason County, Nicholas McQuaid, Grand Traverse County, and Jason Avalos from Crawford County. The recipient of this Academy's Leadership Award goes to Charles Austin, Mason County Sheriff's Office. Anything you'd like to say?
I'd just like to say thank you guys. all it's just trying to do is just be supportive of you guys. You know, it takes a team to be successful here, and that's all it's trying to be, is a part of that team and just help you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Thomas. Next, we have our Academic Achievement Award. With over a dozen modules of instruction that were taught throughout the academy, the majority of them required a written test. Additionally, there's one final comprehensive examination that was given this afternoon that covered the entire academy curriculum. This year's recipient posted a final grade point average of 98.75. Our winner of the Academic Achievement Award is Nicholas McQuaid from Grand Traverse County. Congratulations. Safety works.
Well, Academy, we made it 4 weeks. I'm extremely proud of all of you. It was a long 4 weeks. And I know that a career like this takes special people, which I now know we all are, for sure. So thank you. Thank you all. It's been an honor.
At this time, we would like to acknowledge each of you with the presentation of your certificates of achievement. When I call your name, please step forward. Brett Wandel from Alcona County. Brett has a representative. Sheriff Scott Stevenson is here today.
Hey, Brett, congratulations. Hopefully you were paying attention to Sheriff Gatusky. He had some great knowledge to share with you and great advice going forward. So hopefully you paid well attention to that. I've known Brett since he was a young man in our community. I've known his family for quite a while. He came here looking for work a while back, and he was plowing snow and wrecking equipment over there for the village DPW. Brett was only the second person I hired, so I was kind of sticking my neck out because I was the acting undersheriff, and our sheriff was out on medical leave, and I wasn't even sure if I was allowed to be hiring people at that time. But I hired him. I took a chance on him, and Brett proved my decision to be a good one. He's worked out real well for us over the last couple of years. He's really become a valuable member of our staff here. And I look forward to him coming back and let me know all the things that I'm not doing right around here and the things that I could be doing. And with all kidding aside, really, Brett, we're proud of you here. And I think I can speak for your family. I'm sure they're real proud of you too. And congratulations to Brett and all the other cadets and graduates at the academy there.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Thank you.
Alyssa Carl and Brittany Cochran of Berrien County. Your representative today is Lieutenant Corey Burks.
Brittany and Alyssa, good job. We're very proud of both of you. And on behalf of Sheriff Bailey and Under Sheriff Height, they send their congratulations along to you as well. So good job, and we can't wait to get you back here and get you on the shift and working again.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Jason Avalos and Paul Morowski from Crawford County. Your representative here today, Lieutenant Mike Gamicha.
Hey guys, I hope you learned a lot, had a lot of fun, made some good friends, and some people that you can call or count on in the future to help you with advice. Congratulations to the both of you. I know that your families will both be very, very proud of you. And congratulations to your entire class. Thank you.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Adrian Dean, Manistee County. Under Sheriff Jason Torrey.
Hi, Adrian, and congratulations to you and your whole class. Just so everybody knows, team player, and he's just a great guy to work with. He's already, for the month before the academy, got to work with for several people here and earned a lot of respect. We look forward to see what he can accomplish in the future. Congratulations.
Thank you, Undersheriff. Charles Austin, Michelle Swindrowski, Mason County. Sheriff Kim Poole.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's a pleasure to be part of this event. It always is. To Director O'Hagan, congratulations on expanding your territory, if you will. It's nice to see deputies and corrections officers from across the state. It's nice to see Sheriff Stevenson and Sheriff Bailey represented in Grand Traverse County as well. That's very very nice. Welcome to our area, folks. And to Chuck and Michelle, congratulations on what you're doing. You guys know you're here often in the jail. Chuck was just in Wednesday doing some stuff when we had an inmate hang himself, and he saw firsthand what our staff goes through. And tip of the hat to both of you. Chuck, congratulations on that award for the Leadership Award. Totally expected that. It doesn't surprise me at all. Michelle, if you could be here Monday at 4 o'clock, we're having a Female and Law Enforcement Appreciation Day at the courthouse. So that will tip off at 4. So I would look forward to seeing you there at that event. And again, congratulations. Thanks for all you do. To all of you graduates, congratulations and thanks for what you're going to be doing when you head back to your counties. I'm proud of all of you, especially my two, and Austin, way to go. Again, that's a huge deal for us. And I've become to expect that leadership award. I think, not trying to get my digs in at the other sheriffs, but I think that's 2 years in a row for us guys here in Mason County. So anyway, congratulations, guys. I look forward to working with you as we move Mason County forward. Thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you, Sheriff. Andy Waringo, Muskegon County. Lieutenant Matthew Smith.
Congratulations, Andy. You getting feedback on me? I'm sorry.
You're muted, Lieutenant Smith. Lieutenant Smith, you're muted. Can you hear me, Lieutenant Smith? Your mic has been muted.
Can you not hear me?
Now we can.
I can hear you now. Thank you.
All right, Andy, I appreciate you coming on board with Muskegon County. You know, there's some of those employees that when we hire, I'm not 100% sure that they're there for the job. You've definitely proven that to us in the very short time that you've been with us. You've been doing a great job, picking up shifts even on in between weeks coming home. Little things like that just show that your dedication, not just to your coworkers, but to the county that you're serving. We appreciate you, and the future looks super bright for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Nicholas McQuaid, Grand Traverse County. Congratulations. Captain Chris Barsha.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Captain Barsheff with Grand Traverse Sheriff. On behalf of Sheriff Bensley, Under Sheriff Shea, we want to thank the West Shore College for hosting this academy during this pandemic. As we know, everything was shut down, and we are an essential function that needs to be performed in the criminal justice system. So thank you to the college. Congratulations to Nick and all of his fellow academy cadets for the hard work that you've put in over the last 4 to 5 weeks. Sheriff Gatusky, he summed it up. It was perfect. It was a phenomenal speech, and I hope every one of you can remember that as you go through your careers, because it was spot on. We're faced with enormous challenges in law enforcement and corrections. I see the pendulum slinging a little bit to where the eye is moving off of law enforcement a little bit onto the corrections field. And, we're under a microscope. So we need to make sure that every day that we come to work, we're mentally prepared, we're physically prepared, and we're able to take on the challenges that we're going to face for sure. He talked about treating everybody with respect. My 25-year career, 23 was in the law enforcement division as a lieutenant for 5 years, and then a captain of our jail for 2. And I had the very same experience as he did. As long as you treat everybody with respect, you're going to have the results that you want. And that goes for your coworkers. It's going to go for the inmates. You need to treat them with dignity. Make sure that you uphold their constitutional rights. Make sure that you maintain a healthy, safe jail for everybody who's in there. And come to work every day, ready for the challenge and ready to meet it. If there's one thing that I have done to get through my career without, being negative and worn down and cynical, is you try to find the little bit of positive in everything. You'll find that when inmates come to jail, they're at their worst, and you may be able to give them that little bit bright light that's going to get them through their stay, because that's kind of our goal. And in the end, remember, everything that you do matters to somebody. Whether it's a family member, that inmate, the community that we serve. It may be the smallest thing, but there's somebody that it matters to out there. So make sure that every day you consider everything that was talked about today, and good luck in the future. Not only to Nick, we're very proud of him. He's been with us for months and months, and we're very proud of the way he represented us in the academy. And I want to say good luck to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Captain. Nicholas Parker. Nicholas is a pre-service CTE student. Kristen Gregory.
Thank you, John. I'm honored to have the opportunity to talk about Nick today. Nick's been in our CJ program at CTE for the past 2 years, so we've had the opportunity to really watch him grow and discover a passion to make a difference in, in his community. And he developed an interest in corrections toward the end of the school year last year. So we took up the challenge of how could we make his dream come true. So Nick worked as hard as he could, and he got all of his college or his high school coursework done in February so that we'd be able to get him into the academy. So we were extremely proud of him for doing that. He met that challenge, and after his first week in the academy, we talked, and he told me that he'd made the right decision to pursue a career in corrections, and he was so excited to continue learning, and he was really excited about all of his instructors at the academy and how much they were sharing with him. And we really want to express our thanks for our partnership with West Shore and our relationship with John O'Hagan, because they really helped us in achieving Nick's goal and seeing him be able to graduate. He's our first CTE student who we've sponsored in the academy. And Nick, I cannot tell you how proud of you that, Lonnie and I are, and that, we offer our congratulations to all of the graduates, because you're really taking on a job that you have to have a passion for, and you really can make a difference in people's lives. And we just feel so privileged to have been a part of Nick's journey, and we really look forward to seeing him achieve all of his goals. And on that note, I want to end by saying that Nick's available for hire, and we're going to be there to support him as he moves forward. So we're really proud of you, Nick.
Thank you, Kristen. And thank you all our guests, and congratulations, all of you. Before we close, I just want to take an opportunity again to thank everyone who will make this possible. I know our dean mentioned a few people, so I may mention them again, but this really does take a village to put this together. Special thanks again to our own professor of music, Ted Mulch. That was a beautiful rendition of the National Anthem. Thank you to our Vice President, Dr. Mark Kenny, for joining us today and acknowledging and supporting this special day for you. I want to thank our guest speaker, Manistee County Sheriff Brian Gatusky. A thank you to our entire group of instructors, especially this guy, Gary Lang, one of our lead instructors, been with us a long time. Besides him, Lawrence Green, David Cannon, Rebecca McGinnis, Todd Gilchrist, and Brandon Coughlin. They're the ones that make this happen. Also, our participating agencies across the state: Alcona, Berrien, Crawford, Grand Traverse, Manistee, Mason, Muskegon counties, and of course, our CTE program. Thank you all for choosing West Shore. A big thanks to our IT folks, Tim Fink, Craig Peterson, who helped make this virtual ceremony a reality. My administrative assistant, Kara Mitchell, who has been instrumental in assisting me with this academy in preparation for this day. Our Dean of Occupational Programs, Christy Christmas, who works tirelessly to improve and maintain the high-quality occupational programs that we offer. To all those attending virtually, family, friends, and visitors alike, thank you for witnessing this very special moment in the lives of these men and women. Finally, I want to thank each of you for your endurance and professionalism in the last 4 weeks. The training itself is demanding, it's stressful, but when you factor in the preparation, the extended drive time before and after class, time away from your family, let's not forget the remnants of COVID-19, the screenings, the masks, the distancing. As you look back at all of that, I want to commend you on a job well done. I firmly believe you are amongst the ranks of a very special group of people who oftentimes go unnoticed. You are recognized today, and we applaud your efforts. Thank you for your commitment to your agencies and to the people you serve in your respective communities. On behalf of all of us here at West Shore Community College, congratulations and best of luck to each of you in your future endeavors. Thank you for joining us today, and we bid you all a very good evening. Thank you.